Hi, Pitu Leviticus, special my boy and my girls. Still Nishanti here for today. Ya, we have the last lessons. Kita punya pembelajaran yang terakhir. It's on our schedule. What is our subject? Yeah, we want to study about English subject. Okay, are you ready to study, Pitu? Of course, Miss. Yeah. I hope you still keep spirit even you just accept our materials ya at home. Meskipun kamu menerima pembelajaran kita di rumah. It's okay. I hope the corona go away. Is it right? Yes. Nah, my dear students, for today, special for English, we have the new materials. Special for chapter 10. Di chapter 10, you can open your books for English textbook page 52. Ya, halaman 52. Look at this. It is the new material special for chapter 10. Okay? Nah, in this page, you can see there are some pictures related with our topic getting rounds, and then there is a text also. Nah, Miss Yanti want to read from here. Later you can practice at home after you see the video. Okay, you must see the video and listen to what Miss Yanti explains. Are you ready? Okay, listen carefully. Miss Yanti want to read this text. The chapter is getting around. Sometimes I go to places quite near. Sometimes I go quite far. I go to the park on my bike. I go to town in the car. I go to school on the bus and to the library on the train. That's how I go to those places. That's how I come home again. My dad drives a taxi in the town. My mom walks to work every day. We cycle together and weekend. When we go to the park and play. One more, yeah? Son. The title is Getting Round. Sometimes I go to places quite near. Sometimes I go quite far. I go to the park on my bike. I go to town in the car. I go to school on the bus and to the library on the train. That's how I go to those places. That's how I come home again. My dad drives a taxi in the town. My mom walks to work every day. We cycle together at weekends when we go to the park and play. Okay, do you know the meaning that? No, that's why Miss Yanti write some vocabularies related with our topic. Ya, sometimes it means let's try ya. Sometimes it means kadang-kadang. Kadang-kadang saya pergi ke beberapa tempat yang cukup dekat. Kadang-kadang I go quite far. Sometimes I go quite far. Kadang-kadang saya pergi ke tempat yang cukup jauh. Saya pergi ke taman dengan menggunakan sepeda saya. Saya pergi ke kota dengan mobil. Saya pergi ke sekolah dengan menggunakan bus dan ke perpustakaan dengan kereta api. Oleh karena itu, that's how I go to those places. That's how I come home again. Oleh karena itu, saya bisa pergi ke beberapa tempat dan saya bisa kembali lagi. Ayah saya mengendarai taksi di kota. Ibu saya bekerja setiap hari. Kami mengendarai sepeda bersama-sama saat akhir pekan. When we go, ketika kami pergi ke taman dan bermain. Okay, it is the meanings the meanings of this text ya. The title is Getting Around. Ini adalah arti daripada teks yang baru kita baca tadi yang berjudul dengan berkeliling ya. We talk about the mode of transport ya. Artinya itu adalah bercerita tentang jenis-jenis transportasi. Do you know the transportation becomes 3 is right. Land, water, and air. Later we discuss for the next meeting. So just focus page 51, 52, and 53. Okay? Now, my dear students, it is the mode of transport. The vocabularies which are already write in this slide. Let's to read together. Okay? Pedestrian, pejalan kaki. Traffic light, lampu lalu lintas. Bus stop, halte bus. House, rumah. Footbridge, tempat penyeberangan atau jembatan penyeberangan. Train stations means stasiun kereta api. Near, dekat. Quite near, cukup dekat. Far, jauh. Quite far, cukup jauh. And cross, melewati. Okay, and then later please repeat again about the vocabularies, how to say the vocabularies, and then don't forget it is also rewrite into your English writing. Okay, and then the next page, my dear students, you can open your book page 53. Are you ready? Yes, look at the pictures. In this page you can see a pictures. It's related with our topic 2. The situations. There is a some mode of transport and how to see in the town. There is a town and with the explanation too. You can see from the pictures there are some vocabularies that you can see in this picture. Like, let's read together. Okay, pedestrian crossing, train station is this public places, and then quite far, bus stop, far, footbridge, near, quite near, and traffic light. It is the sum of vocabularies. Read later. Okay, and then below of the picture you can see some of sentences. Okay, some of the sentences, ada beberapa kalimat di sana. Let's read together and then try to find the meaning in bahasa. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. The first sentence, the pedestrian crossing is near the footbridge. You know footbridge is this, jembatan penyeberangan. So pedestrian is means pejalan kaki. Dia tempat, pedestrian place is tempat untuk orang untuk berjalan kaki. Jadi tempat untuk berjalan kaki itu dekat dengan jembatan penyeberangan. And then second, the traffic light are quite near the footbridge. It means lampu lalu lintas. Okay, lampu lalu lintas cukup jauh dari jembatan penyeberangan. Okay, it means traffic light are quite near. It means cukup dekat. Look at the picture. It is the footbridge, and then you can see the difference. You can combine with the traffic light. It means quite near, cukup dekat. Just now pedestrian crossing is near. It is dekat. Okay, and the third, bus stop is quite far from the train stations. And then it means, what's the bus stop? Halte bus. Halte bus itu quite far. Cukup jauh from the train stations, dari stasiun kereta api. Look at the pictures and then look at the you can reach jaraknya. Okay, it is quite far. Start from the train station to the bus stop. And then the last sentence, you can find that the house is far from the train stations. Artinya, in meaningnya, rumah itu jauh dari stasiun kereta api. Look at, can you see the house in the pictures? And then to the train station, it is quite near, quite far, or far. It is far. That's why the explanation is the house is far from the train stations. Okay. It is the explanations with based on page 53. Okay, look at below, di bawahnya. It is your exercise. Rewrite the vocabularies at slide 6 into your English writing. Just now Miss Yanti already explained to you. And then if you finish to read the explanation based on the pictures. Going to below, going to below. This is okay. Below from the part 4, number 4. Practice with a friend. Say where the places are in your town. So you write down first, fill in this underline, isi dulu yang ada di garis bawahnya ini. Later for the next meeting we have the Zoom, so we have to make the short conversation, short dialogue to your friends, because it is the practice with your friends. So make the answer first, and then for next meeting I want to ask one by one, or make a small group, or to make the short conversation based on this task. Okay, and then we have for homework we have also the post test related with the last topic. There are 5 questions. Ada post test kita mengenai pembelajaran kita yang minggu lalu, the preposition of place. So please write down the questions and answer first in your writing English, and then give the meaning. Write down in bahasa, and then after that make the answer, put below, and then please translate into English language. Okay? For example, ada 3 pasang kacamata di atas meja. How give the meanings? What is ada? Which there is or there are? If the things more than one, it means 3 pasang. Yes, there are. So there are 3 pairs of kacamata. Yes, sunglasses di atas meja, on the table. So there are 3 pairs of sunglasses on the table. So continue number 2 until number 5. Understand? It is you have to submit into our Google Classroom, because it is important to you, because it is the post test for special chapter 9. Okay, I think that's all, my dear students. Thank you. Keep spirit and keep study, and also keep healthy. Happy Wednesday for you all, and then have a nice day too. See you and bye bye.